Hello, and welcome back to the Minecraft Toolbox. This is episode 6, and we are far away from home. We are very far away from home, and I'm sorry to say that we can never return. For this is a new world, this is a new seed. We could maybe even call this a new beginning, but that would sound a little bit cheesy. So, there's lots of reasons for this. I don't really want to talk about them right now because I don't really want to start the episode like that. But I might talk about them a little bit at some point. But yeah, this is a new world. It is now single player. And I'll give you a little bit of information on it, I suppose. It's nothing like horrible or anything. It's not like me and Zed haven't had a big argument, anything like that. Nothing like that at all. We're perfectly on good terms still. It was just a technicality, maybe? No, I don't think it's called technicality, but it was just a problem with production between the both of us, maybe. And yeah, it's nothing like we haven't had a big argument. We're still perfectly good friends, but we're just not going to be playing together anymore. Single player and new world. Okay, so moving past the elephant in the room. Look at this. Look at this. Do you want to know what this is? This thing has a name. This right here is the Minecraft Toolbox, if you will. Well, kind of. This is actually the command block crafter, okay? This is the thing that allows us to create command blocks in the world, which is just awesome. Now, this actually isn't the command block crafter that we were using in the previous world. And a lot of people requested a download for this command block crafter so they could try command block survival for themselves. And we were going to release it at some point, but the problem with that command block crafter that we had was that it wasn't actually... It was a little bit hacky together. It worked perfectly fine, but it wouldn't have worked universally. It was kind of like a custom command block crafter. But this one is actually a brand spanking new design that I designed myself. It's faster, it's more responsive, and it's actually better, and it's smaller. So the difference here is that I'm actually going to allow you to download. I'm not going to allow you to. This one is actually going to be available for download. There'll be a link in the description to an mskillet schematic. I'm assuming if you want to play command block survival, you have an understanding of how mskillet works and how to import things. If you don't, then too bad for you. But this is the toy box, the command block crafter cube, and you know what? I am pretty happy with it. I think it's pretty cool. There's actually a little... It comes with a chest. It comes with a chest and little instructions. But I don't need to read that because I already know how it works because I'm the creator of this thing. So I made this nice and compact, nice and new. I was actually really pleased with how this turned out. I think it looks nice and compact. It looks good. It's as fast as it could possibly be. And yeah, I was just really happy with it. So... Instruction. I'll give you a little bit of instructions. Okay, so when you import this into your world, first off, it needs to be in your spawn chunks, because that's important. But when it is, what you have to do is you need to press this button. Press that button, and stuff happens. You might need to press it twice. Maybe press it twice. If it doesn't seem to be working straight away, press it again. And that should fix any issues you might have. Because I actually did import it into a different world and it wasn't working immediately. So I pressed the button again and then it started working and all is fine in the world. So the command block crafter, or the toy box, whatever you want to call it, is now on. It's now functioning. We can now craft command blocks. And there's actually some differences. Some more differences from the previous one. But I'll get to those when we actually get around to even find the command blocks. But you know what? We're not even going to be doing that this episode. We're just going to be... Actually, well, yeah, we might find the materials. We're not going to be using any command blocks this episode. Actually, no, maybe we are. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I think basically what I'm trying to say is... okay, so maybe this is how I'll explain the reason for the new world. I'll do it in small little segments. Okay, let's do that whilst I get some trees, because that's fun. The thing is I was thinking with the previous world in the old series from eons ago. I didn't really feel like I was playing survival. Like, perhaps it didn't really convey in a video, but as the person actually playing the map, playing the game, yeah, I didn't really feel like I was playing in a survival world. I felt like I was just playing with command blocks and building them in survival. And I think that's a big issue because, you know, you need to be having fun. You need to be, if you're doing one of these survival let's plays, it should be about survival. And if it's not, then you're going to have a bad time. And you know what, anyone who's been subscribed to my channel for a while, or has watched my videos for a while, will know that I like to start series and I like to end, in fact, actually, I don't even like to end series. I like to start series and I like to stop series very early on and not continue them. The difference here is that I actually really like the idea of this series, and I think it would be a real shame, a real waste for me to just stop doing it. So this is kind of my response to that. Instead of giving, because I could have just stopped doing it, never talked about it again, and that would have been the end of it. But I decided not to. I decided to stick with it. I decided to fix the problem. I decided to fix the problem that I was having with it, to try to make it to kind of solve the problem. And my answer to that is basically to start again, try and take more of a survival focus on it this time, and yeah, just enjoy myself more and not just be try to not just be all focused on create. I mean, I want to create cool stuff, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to. I want to feel like I'm playing survival. That's always my issue with these let's plays. I never feel like I'm playing survival, and like I said, as a viewer, that might not even come across to you, but it's really important for me, and I still haven't hit the nail on the head just yet. But I really hope this is the time that I really do stick to it. I hope so, because I'm not starting again. If this fails, no more series ever again. This is going to be a great episode. This is going to be so fantastic. It's going to be so fun. We're going to go mining. That's going to be fun, because everyone likes mining. But yeah, we need to get some stuff, because, you know, even though, you know, on the old world, we were just about at that point where we kind of had a fair bit of resources. Now we've got absolutely nothing. We have to start all over again, and that's fun. And there are bad things in there. Oh, hello. Oh, oh my god! Oh my god! That just happened. That just happened. I spawned 4 chicks in 1 egg. Oh my god! I can't believe that just happened. I'm pretty sure that's one of the rarest things that can happen. I spawned 4. That is a lot of zombies. That is a lot of zombies. Oh my god. 4 chicks. 4 chicks. Wow. Wow, I can't even scrap this footage anymore, because that's just impressive. Come on. Oh my god, how many are there? That's 1, 2, I think I saw a 6 one over there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aha. Well, they're going to be a bit of an issue. Oh, man. Oh, he died. Don't have any weapons, so that's fun. Maybe I can get some bit of stone and just about kill over all of them. Come on, let's see. Come over here. Is there anyone around here? Don't think so. Let's get 2 of these. Man, 4 chicks. 4 chicks. That's the most impressive thing I've ever done. Seriously. I mean, I'm sure some people might think otherwise, but that was unreal. That was the most exciting part of the episode. Where are these guys? Oh yeah. Come on. Ugh. Come on, I just made 4 chicks. You can't possibly think you're gonna beat me. Man, that's a lot of zombies actually. Okay, let's go down into the mines and see if we can find any goodies. Before I do that though, I kind of felt the need to just to mark off these 4 chicks. They are what's like a 4-way twin? You've got twins, triplets, then quadruplets. They're quadruplets. And how can we mark this off actually? We'll put We'll put a block of gobble there so no one gets them. And we'll come back to them at some point, and they'll make 4 delicious roast dinners. Okay, so the good news is that I think this is quite a deep cave. Now the bad news is I think this is quite a deep cave. There have been a fair few monsters that have tried to kill me. 2 skeletons. I think another one is lurking around here. Heard some spiders down here somewhere as well. They seem to have gone, so that's good. I'm glad. I'm very glad. Just going deep. We want to head down. Head down. Let's get to the iron level. A little bit of coal. Cook me some food because I don't want to go down into the caves. Oh yeah, this seems like seems pretty good. I think. Just go far. No, that's a dead end. Okay, so maybe it's not as good. If this leads somewhere, then that'll be good. But no, it doesn't seem to. Okay, so I'm just gonna like dig down until I find a big cave system, and we will then explore the amazing caves under my base. Still haven't found a cave yet. We're gonna get to diamond level at some point, but no caves. I did hear some lava, so that's hopeful. We do have enough iron now. Like, there we do have exactly enough iron right now to make some iron armor. So let's do that. Already made an iron pick, but that broke. It's got the chest plate. We got the leggings. You know, I always take armor for granted. I always just kind of skip it, but it does actually make the difference. It does make the difference when you're faced against quite a few mobs. So there we go. All decked out. That's awesome. All the way down to level 12, and look at all of these caves that we did not find. Absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna have to branch mine a little bit. Hopefully we go around to something interesting, because I don't want to be mining for too long. Okay, so I've been branch mining for like 5 minutes, and I was trying to employ the technique, at least I think this is the technique that Zasumafoid mentioned in one of his recent videos about how to find diamonds most efficiently. Put that method to test, I think, and it actually seemed to work quite well. I actually found about three diamond veins, so one there, one over there, and one over here. And just at the end of my little experiment, you could call it, little thing, I found a cave opening, so that might go somewhere. Some lava, obviously, so that's a bit dangerous. So I'm gonna make a bucket, get some water, and do a little bit of spelunking. Well, that was pretty uneventful. Nothing interesting really happened, but we did get a fairly good haul. Didn't bother picking up the diamonds simply because I'm hoping that I come across a Fortune 3 pick at some point and we can quadruple our output. So yeah, it's a start, nothing interesting, but what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do now? Okay, so I want to show you how to create command blocks, how to craft command blocks, but unfortunately we're missing one vital ingredient, and it's kind of a silly ingredient because it's not the redstone that we need, it's not the iron that we need, it's not the anvil that we need. The thing that we're missing at the moment is pumpkins. Doesn't seem to be any pumpkins in the area. I've scouted out the perimeter of our starting area and I have not seen any pumpkins so far. I've seen some lava, which kind of got me a bit excited, like, oh, bit of orange, but no pumpkins, so I can't show you how to make them just yet. But we'll find them eventually. But I don't, yeah, like I said, I don't think we can actually get around to seeing how command blocks are crafted in this new world, which is a bit of a shame. I think we should get rid of this. I mean, don't want to cheat in this at all, so get rid of the instructions, whatever they might say, who knows, it's a mystery. Get rid of that, get rid of that chest because we don't deserve it, and we'll just let this despawn. Now, believe it or not, we actually have a plan. We have a plan. Okay, so you may be wondering, okay, Sarc, why did you choose a lake? That seems like a bit of a strange thing. Why are you sifting through the shallows when you could be off in a plains or something? And that's a good question. Well, as you can probably already guess, this is going to be our Hello. This is going to be our base. It's nothing yet. It's nothing yet. It's nothing expressive just yet, but it is going to be pretty cool. I picked this area for a few reasons. First of all, I just kind of wanted to live in a forest. I was kind of debating on whether I should try to pick somewhere more exotic, maybe like a mesa, maybe Mushroom Island or something. I don't know. I was thinking maybe I should pick somewhere exotic, but I looked through loads of seeds, and after like the 30th or something, I was like, you know what? Let's just pick somewhere vanilla. Not vanilla in the sense of that, but like just default. Let's just pick a forest. So, pick this seed. I like this one. It's kind of got a little bit of a natural border, if you know what I mean. So it's got these nice hills all around it. And what we're going to do, not in this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to fill in this lake. It's going to be gone. It's going to just disappear. And we're also going to get rid of this big mound here. So you see this big mound here? That will all be torn down. The lake will be filled in, and we'll have a nice big flat area for us to build our basically what I want to do in this episode, in this series is I want to have a big base, a big base which incorporates everything. So instead of just having everything scattered everywhere, we're going to have a big confined condensed base full of stuff, and we're going to build it in this area, but obviously I want a nice big flat area, and I think it's going to look pretty good once we get rid of all the water and all this big dirt hill. Yeah, I think it's going to look really cool. But you know, before we can do any of that, we're going to need a little bit of planning. You know, we have just been created here. We have just appeared in this world, and we really don't have any knowledge on anything. And this is going to be quite a big project. So obviously for that, you're going to need perhaps an architect, something. We need some planning here. And that is what we're going to have to do now. So we're going to need a little bit of, I don't know what you could call it. Maybe an architect's bench, maybe a workman's bench. So this is going to be like a little decorational thing that I thought would look pretty cool. I quite like this area. It's a little bit raised off from here, and it's kind of like you're overlooking the project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a block here. 2, 3. Do you want to make it 3 by 3? Okay, let's make it that. Okay. We're going to go into the crafting table, and we're going to use another wood. Make some half slabs like that. Okay, that's good. And we're going to place them like this. So it's kind of like a little bit annoying. There's not a gap there, I suppose, but I think that looks pretty good. A little bit high. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's just staring off into the distance. This sheep has dreams. But unfortunately, I also have dreams, and I need to share him. So we may not have command blocks yet, but we don't actually need them for this small little project. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be fiddling around with some MBT a little bit to kind of complete this look. So I have some armor stands here, and we're going to be using armor stands for this. Oh, seed. So I'm going to place that, and what we're going to do is we're going to modify the armor stand a little bit so that we can put it to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into my chat, and I'm going to paste the following command, and I'll explain it to you because that's always fun. Alright, so this is the entity data command. Basically, what this does is it will update an entity, so the armor stand. So we're targeting the armor stand, any armor stands in the radius of 10. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to, actually I need to add something here. Show arms 1. There we go, that's good. So this one's actually now going to show his arms, so we can use those. And we're also going to rearrange his pose a little bit. So let us try that. Might need to reset this to 0. Okay. That is good. That is good. So what we're going to do here is we are going to make a shovel. We'll just make a wooden one because I think that will look quite nice for the theme. And we're going to just place it in his arm. So as you can see, he now has kind of like he's kind of just stabbed himself with a shovel. Looks pretty cool. So what we're going to do next is we're actually going to position him so that this object is positioned on top of the architect's table. Now, I actually forgot something here. When you're dealing with entities, and especially in this case, it's always good practice to give the entity a name or give it some kind of distinguishing feature so that we know which entities to specify, because obviously there will be many arm stands in the world, so we need to know how to specify this specific one, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. So using the entity data command again, we are going to basically just give it a custom name of blueprint shovel. I've named it that because it's quite a specific name. It's part of the blueprint table, the architect table, and it's indicating the shovel. You can also use the scoreboard, like you can give it a point in an objective, but I think this is a little bit easier to do. It's more user-friendly, I find. So we'll just name him that. So now we can refer to this armor stand as blueprint shovel. So for example, what we're going to do here is we're actually going to position him correctly. And how we're going to do that is go to F3 so we can actually see the coordinates. I need to go into this mode. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to teleport him a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go TP at entity name equals blueprint shovel. Okay, so now it knows we're talking about this guy. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to teleport him a little bit. So if you can see the axis indicator in the center, it kind of shows that we need to teleport him about maybe 3 blocks on the Z positive. So let's try that. Okay, that's teleported him over there. So we want it to be sort of be around here, I think. I think that'll be pretty good. So let us teleport him. He needs to go -1 on the X. The X is the red one. So we'll just do that. Get -1. Okay. Then he needs to go again. He needs to go +1 on the Z, like so. Actually, maybe not positive. Maybe just like if we go -0.5. Yeah, all good. Now we need to teleport him a little bit down. Now this might cause some issues, which I might have to resolve in a minute, but we'll just see for now. So we're going to teleport him down. Let's try -0.5. See what that does. Oh, that's too much. See? So we'll try to go +0.1. Try that again. No, that didn't seem to do anything. Try again. And again. Again. No, that didn't seem to do anything. That's weird. 0.5. Seems to be going down. Oh, I know why. Do you know why it is? It's because we haven't given him no gravity. That's important as well. So we just go entity data at entity name equals blueprint shovel. All right. So specifying again, and we're just going to give him no gravity 1, because basically I was trying to teleport him up, but because he has gravity, he just falls to the ground like any other entity. So we're going to try that again. Try teleporting down -0.2. Maybe do it again. No. Let's try 0.1 positive. Maybe. That seems... How does that look? I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're happy with that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to just make him invisible. So we're going to go on the entity data command again. And this time we're going to type in invisible 1. So as you can see that, invisible 1. And this one is actually specific for the arm stand. So it's not going to work on any entity, just the arm stand. Do that. And he becomes invisible. And we now have this shovel, which is just on our little workbench. And I think that looks pretty awesome. Alright, so we have added a few more details here. So we've got the shovel, as I just showed you, but we've also got these 3 new objects. We've got little log, a little bit of cobblestone, and this little carpet, which is supposed to be like a little blueprint. And you know what? I think that really ties it together. I think that looks really, really nice, and I'm actually really happy with this. Just as a small little project, it looks pretty cool. Now, by the way, if you are planning to do something like this yourself, if you're trying to use armor stands to add that little bit of detail in your command block world, something to always remember with command blocks, not command blocks, something always to remember with entities is that you should always use them sparingly. Always sparingly. Especially for this kind of thing, for like just decoration thing. You can get carried away. You could do loads with this. But because they're entities, you should use them sparingly. Because if you have too many, it's going to lag out your world. And you don't want that to happen. So we only have 4 entities here. And I think that's a reasonable number for this small little detail. But if you're doing it yourself, try to keep it small. But that is going to do it for our first episode in this new world. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, a like is always appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.